The words fine for IVF are words that cost couples years of their lives trying to get pregnant. And I want to break down exactly why. Because once you understand what that phrase actually means, you'll never hear it the same way. When a reproductive endocrinologist looks at a semen analysis and says, it's fine for IVF, what they're actually saying is this: the parameters aren't good enough to expect reliable natural conception, but they're sufficient enough for us to attempt to go around them with assisted reproductive technology. That should not be reassurance. That is an admission that something is suboptimal paired with a decision to not investigate why. And that decision has consequences that play out across failed cycles, failed transfers, arrested embryos, early pregnancy losses, as the couple assumes that the problem must be her because his sperm analysis was fine. ICSI is remarkable technology. Injecting a single sperm directly into an egg bypasses the need for motility. It bypasses the zona pellucida penetration problem. It helps with severe morphology issues by selecting an individual sperm in the lab. But here's what ICSI cannot do. It cannot fix the DNA inside the sperm it injects. It cannot repair the oxidative stress damage to the sperm membrane. It cannot change the quality of the genetic material going into that embryo. So when a man has poor morphology driven by oxidative stress and gut dysbiosis, and nobody addresses those root causes, ICSI picks up a damaged sperm, injects it into an egg, and creates an embryo from compromised material. The embryo could arrest. The cycle fails, and the investigation turns back to her as her egg quality. What was actually driving the failure was sitting in his gut, his oxidative stress load, and his inflammation, completely untouched. And here's the argument I want every couple to hear. Even when you ultimately choose IVF, which is totally fine, and I completely support that, optimizing his sperm health first changes what goes into that embryo. Better morphology, better motility, lower DNA fragmentation, less oxidative stress damage. Better sperm going into IVF means better embryos coming out. The optimization conversation should happen before the first cycle, not after a failed one, and not after multiple failed ones. Fine for IVF is the floor. Optimizing is the goal. And those are completely different starting points. If you've ever heard it's fine for IVF or you failed multiple IVF rounds, the next question should be asked: fine as compared to what? And what would optimizing actually look like? If you're ready to do that, comment root cause below and I will send you a link to my free fertility webinar.